There's some new Ruby Franke footage. These are deleted videos. I feel like it's really morbid for me to cover this topic, right? But at the same time, I really want people to become more aware of narcissism, dehumanizing people that you say that you love, and child abuse. And the shit that she got into was so fucking severe that it's not even just being somewhat neglectful. It's not just, saying mean things to your kids or having some sort of like passive aggressive actions, like forgetting to invite one child to Thanksgiving, which recently came across my desk. The dehumanizing nature of these people that are so self-centered. Some people just need some therapy for it. Others need to serve some serious prison time. And Ruby is one of those people. So there's some disturbing footage on this. Get ready for it. Here's my disclaimer warning. All of my opinions are mine. I am not an attorney. I am not a medical professional. I am not a child therapist or a therapist at all. I am a mom and a grandma. And I know what it feels like to be treated like shit by the people that you love and to feel like you're at their mercy. And I'm very fortunate that I'm an adult and I can escape those types of situations now. But these poor kids have to wait until they turn 18. And even then, they have to hope that they have the money and resources to actually support themselves. It's very sad.
Oh my God. Big shout out to these people who have downloaded these videos for this channel got deleted, because there are some things that were filmed by Ruby and posted on this channel that I would have thought would be gone forever. Like clips that aren't super popular that you're not seeing resurfaced everywhere. I've come across on TikTok, and we're going to be watching them together and reacting to them together because they are so disturbing. I found a ton, and if I am not able to react to all of them in this video, which I probably will not be able to because trust me, there was a lot of them, then give this video a thumbs up and a comment down below and let me know if you want me to do another video like this. I
also want you to really pay attention to how much Bonnie was just letting her own kids get subjected to this shit too. And one of the first videos she puts online is complaining that she can't get facials anymore. Right, Bonnie?
Feel like these videos need to be seen. It's been kind of hard to come across some of the deleted 8 Passengers videos, so we're going to react to some of the ones that I found. Now, there is one in particular that I just want to say, and I'm going to get it out of the way at the very beginning, that whoever edited this video, they edited it in a way that is extremely annoying. So if you feel annoyed while you're watching it, just know deep down I am too. The reason why I want to show this is because of the amount of clips where we see that her children are sleeping on bathroom floors.
All right, Russell, I'm ready to make your bed, okay? Let's see what we can come up with.
Okay, what do you think, Russell?
Is this bed gonna work?
This little boy is the same child that was duct taped, sleeping on a bathroom floor next to a toilet. And he's tiny in this clip. You guys, I am mad. This never should have been allowed.
On top of it, she's already fucking rich at this point. She has enough bedrooms for all of the kids. She has multiple kids that are sick, so she can literally like relegate the bedrooms in such a way that they're, the sick kids are separated from the healthy kids and so on and so forth. And they're given like buckets or trash bins that are like plastic. So in the event that they need to throw up, they can handle that right there in the bedroom. Honestly, you need to have that anyway, because a lot of time, I'm just going to get gross right now. A lot of the times when kids get sick, it's going to come out of both sides. So you need to have a plastic bin for them to throw up in while they're sitting on the pot, in case it comes out the other side too. Let's be real. If you're a mother, a father, a grandparent, you know this bullshit. It's absolutely disgusting that she made her kids do this. She's rich as fuck. You don't, like, this is like the kind of shit that you would do if you're poor and you really have no other options. That was not the case with the Franke family. This is so gross.
To happen. Ever.
Look at that little girl.
When these kids play, they play hard.
That is actually not her child. That is her nephew. That, I believe, is Bonnie's son, which I have my own opinion about her. I will link that video down
Yeah, nice work, Bonnie. Nice work, Bonnie.
below if you have not seen it.
That Abby is the
Very first one.
to sleep in the sick bed in her bathroom. I guess you could throw.
I apologize for the way this video is edited. It is extremely annoying. I wish these people didn't edit it like this. Does anybody put their kids on a bathroom floor when they're sick? If you're watching this and you do that, don't do that. Give them a bed and put like a trash can next to it that they can throw up in if they wake up in the middle of the night. Like why would you put your child on a bathroom floor and make them sleep like this as frequently as she did?
Yes, you could throw up in the toilet, but it's in the tub. The construction crew might get mad at you. They're coming tomorrow.
You sleep last night.
You did? You slept good on the tile floor?
Y'all, she's literally sleeping on towels in a bathroom. Can you imagine being sick? Like, you don't feel good. You're sick out of your mind. And then your mom's like, yeah, go sleep in the cold bathroom on towels.
Sometimes when you're sick, that's the only thing I can get you to drink. I don't normally give the kids a Christmas present, but I wanted to give these gifts this year.
Remember when you gave us your mini pocket knife?
Oh,
Look
it's
at
so
Wow.
Cut me like a dagger. What do I use with this?
Just thought that we have fish in the backyard, and if we ever wanted to eat fish. Merry Christmas, all of you.
If you ever wanted to eat fish, every child in the house should have an incredibly sharp knife to scale the fish and gut the fish. Right, Ruby? That is the perfect Christmas present for children. Totally awesome. Did Santa bring it? Wow.
Yeah, you heard that right. It was Ruby Franke saying to her kids, I don't normally get them a Christmas present, but I wanted to this year, meaning she doesn't get her kids presents. And then that year, she got each of them a knife. What is wrong with this woman?
It is not healthy for Chad to be on Instagram.
Deleting his Instagram account. Chad was getting a lot of his identity from Instagram.
I'm just going to pause that right there. Chad was getting a lot of his identity from Instagram. What are you doing on YouTube? Except you're literally profiting off of your children instead of yourself. I've noticed in a lot of the clips I've seen of Ruby, I don't know if you guys have seen this as well, but she tends to act jealous over her children. I'm going to show you guys a couple of those as well in a little bit.
Not healthy. He would put up a photo And he wouldn't even have a caption on it. He'd just have like
An emoji.
and there would be hundreds and hundreds of comments just trying to do what's healthiest for all of our children.
Morning, passenger. I just find that so funny that like she thought it was unhealthy for her son to be getting comments on his Instagram, but your job is social media where you're profiting off your kids. Like you're putting your, like, how narcissistic could this woman be and hypocritical and dumb that she would literally film Chad, put him on YouTube and put him on her Instagram and totally fine with all those hundreds and thousands of comments. But if he was getting it on his own, then she had a problem with it. We need to delete it. Oh, this woman's nasty.
Yeah, because that means that Chad might be able to like monetize some of the stuff that he's doing, and she wouldn't be able to get a cut, right? Not gonna be able to get a cut, right, Ruby? So you can't have that. You can't have that.
To your side. Here's the plans for today.
You will not invite a friend.
Are you actually serious?
Dead serious. I want some listening.
Here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna go outside on the cool grass and you're gonna get a bagel and you're gonna get a banana. You will
Eat. Merch. Merch. You pick up those feet.
Wow, that sounds like a fantastic breakfast, Ruby. And you're right, Kyla, the editing, whoever did this, like TikTok or whatever, is fucking horrible. It's pretty bad. But Ruby, what? You just didn't want to clean the kitchen table? You're that fucking lazy? It would have been better for you to sit them down at the table with a bowl of cereal and chopped up banana slices in the cereal. That literally would have been a better breakfast than marching them into your backyard to sit on the cold grass and eat a bagel, which, quite frankly, most children don't even like bagels. Let's be real. Were they toasted? Or were they just like raw bagels with, did you even put like cream cheese on them? Like, what the fuck kind of breakfast is that? I wouldn't even eat that, and I'm a light eater. Like, if I was gonna, first of all, I don't even like banana, but if I was gonna have banana, I'd probably make some malto meal with some cinnamon and sugar and slice some banana slices into it. That's probably how I would roll. Or like strawberries, that'd be even better, but now that I have to eat potassium, so I guess. Ruby is a crazy, like, where they read some sort of book, apparently, that they just like were like, this is the right way. This is so cool. And of course, even when you read a book that might be slightly dangerous, they can take it to like the umpteenth level of like an even more dangerous place, right?
I've noticed that she used food a lot against the kids, like obviously like not allowing them to eat, but I mean she would film them eating. Like there's multiple clips where she's yelling at them like a drill sergeant and telling them what they're gonna eat and how they're gonna eat it, and it's very weird and bizarre to me. You're gonna go in the cold grass and eat a bagel and a banana. I'm gonna film you while you do it. Fucking weirdo.
Could it be that you're packing before you grow?
Maybe.
A lot of boys your age pack and then grow. So maybe you're packing. Maybe. So that's
Why would she film that and put that on the internet?
Really won't get anything for summer. I won't be able to go anywhere. No,
Why would she film that and put that on the internet? Wasn't she just complaining that her son got too many likes and replies for just simply putting an emoji on his Instagram? I think we're quite aware of why she might want to use her son for clickbait and humiliate him online, right? I don't think there's much question around that, right?
don't have any friends. No iPads, no TV, nothing.
To tell you this, honey, but
Unless you find a friend who's willing to share some of their food with you, I don't think you're going to be able to eat. But if you're not responsible for your lunch and your lunch money, that's the natural consequence.
Natural consequence right there. I just did a video talking about that where Ruby Franke's sisters, who claim they do not agree with Ruby Franke, were reading a book about natural consequences and parenting their kids the exact same way that Ruby is, okay? This stuff with not letting them eat, that's what they consider a natural consequence. That video will be linked down below. If you have not seen it, you need to go watch it because it is disturbing.
And I'm really sorry you're learning this the hard way. I will have a wonderful, yummy snack. Just hang in there today and
I can't imagine my child being at school and being hungry and knowing they're hungry and not giving a about it.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, I never let my son go hungry a single day while he was at school. If he forgot his lunch, I made arrangements. If it couldn't be me, I would find somebody else. Whether that means bringing some money down so he could get a school lunch, or bringing him, something from like Burger King, or whatever it was. But I was not going to let my son go hungry. Those are not the types of things that you punish children for, as like forgetting meals. You give them punishments for things like not picking up their toys and, dirtying their room and not cleaning up after themselves.
make up your mind. You're going to be really careful and make sure you grab your stuff when you go to school next time. And maybe you have a good friend who will share some of their sandwich with you or something. Russell, I'm really sorry. He sounded like he was going to cry.
Why are you smiling about that? Weird ass woman.
Yeah, I need to go to the store. Stop. Just stop.
It's true.
Just stop. No, that is not true. Can you see all the food going on in the kitchen today? I am going to the grocery store this afternoon.
We're getting mad because her kid is saying that there's no food, and she's like getting mad at him because of it.
Please tell me we're not the only ones who have ever come into the store and had a meltdown.
Is she really filming this random woman right now? That is so rude.
No, wouldn't be the first. That's good to know. I'm going to take my kids home, feed them all broth, and put them to bed.
Did she just say she's gonna take her kids home, feed them broth? I think they need something a little bit more substantial than broth. Hold on, I gotta go back to more in that video.
Now that you know your size, I want you to grab a few of them.
Why is she filming her preteen daughters getting bras? Oh, this is why I hate family channels.
Where's your sister? Have we lost Eve? Where is she? Eve?
And then she just left.
Did she go with Russell? Did she go with Chad?
Yeah.
This is not the first time that Ruby Franke has not known where her youngest daughter Eve is. You know how dangerous that is? That little girl could have been abducted on numerous occasions because Ruby was neglecting to watch her.
Okay, this is exactly what I'm looking for.
Didn't say truth.
Okay, so they have...
She just continues to look for bras while her younger daughter is literally missing in the store.
So they have different colors. This is exactly what you need. It's kind of like the next thing up, and it has a little bit of padding in it. Mm-hmm. If I don't see Eve show up, I'm going to start to worry here real soon, though.
I would be worried the second I didn't.
You're gonna start worrying. You're gonna start worrying, right? I haven't seen Eve in a while. Oh my god, I have so many stories to tell of the 80s and like how I was gone for hours upon a time and nobody was really looking for me. I'm lucky to be alive today, so I feel you, Eve.
Know where my kid was. Why is she hesitating to figure out where her child is?
Eve, Mommy really needs to lay down and take a nap. So we're going to eat lunch. Then we're going to eat a popsicle outside. And then we're going to lay down on the bed and close our eyes.
Ruby Franke looks exactly like Miranda sings in this video, and that is definitely not a good thing, looks or personality wise.
And do you know what Eve said?
I said yes.
And I was so impressed. I was like, Eve, you said yes. So we went and laid down and I got all comfortable and I started dreaming. And then the phone called. And it was Kevin saying, Julie's been trying to get a hold of you. She's throwing up at school and you need to go get her. So we're going to head over to the school. We are going to get Julie. And then we'll come back.
But first we gotta produce a monetized video so that so mommy can make some goddamn money. And you know, I don't care that my kid is throwing up at school, causing chaos not only for the staff there, but also in a miserable situation because she's sick.
And take you to dance. Okay? As far as I can tell, the only downside to having this big camera,
Her daughter is throwing up at school. And she goes and grabs a camera and sits on the couch and starts filming a video with Eve about how her daughter is sick at school. Your child is throwing up at school. Get in the car and go get her. Why are you sitting there filming yourself? Talking about how she's sick at school. Go get her. This reminds me of that clip where her daughter, I believe it was Sherry, needed to go to the ER and she said she was taking an hour in the bathroom showering and doing all this stuff before she would go take her to the hospital. Oh my God, my phone died and my cord's too small, so I'm all pushed back to the wall.
oh honey, I'm so sorry. Shall we go?
I still need to get my stuff done.
Okay. How long have you been waiting for me?
Over an hour.
She just said she had been waiting on her mom to show up for over an hour. My kid was sick at school. I would be there. That's ridiculous.
This on.
Ew.
Well, and on top of it, like, Ruby thinks that, like, her audience loves this kind of crap. But I can tell you that every employee of that school is side-eyeing her super hard, trying to figure out if they have a case, whether or not they have to be mandatory reporters right now. Like, they are looking at this bitch as, like, the most neglectful parent in the school. Like, how do you do that to your kid? That's so messed up, Ruby.
What kind of syrup is that? I do not even want to say out loud what that looks like. That looks disgusting. That's sick. I would never eat that. No wonder your kid's crying and doesn't want to eat that. That looks like something you'd be making another baby with, not putting on pancakes. That's just, ooh.
We blessed the food, but we need to have family prayer. Stop crying or I'm going to have you go upstairs and you won't have any breakfast.
Okay.
Oh my God. Stop crying or you don't get to eat. One of the numerous reasons why Ruby Franke would not let her children eat food.
Every one of the kids has chores that they know that they have to do, right? The basics. I want the dog poop in the backyard cleaned up as well.
Notice how in this next clip, Eve's not there, which means she probably didn't get to eat breakfast. Not that I would want to eat whatever the hell was on those pancakes anyways, but
Well, why doesn't Ruby clean up after her own goddamn dogs? It's not like these children went out and bought fucking dogs. If she and Kevin bought dogs, they're the ones who need to clean up the fucking crap in the backyard. Fuck's sake. I don't recall my family ever asking me to clean up after the dogs that they purchased.
that's awful.
My birthday is only in 2 days. And I'm gonna get some presents. Okay, I'm turning 6.
How many fingers is that? You have to use 2 hands?
Yes.
That means you're officially old if you have to use 2. Tell everybody what you told me you wanted for your birthday.
Ears pierced. I don't have them. I need one. I really need some.
They put a needle in your ear, honey. It hurts really bad.
No, but Abby said that needle doesn't hurt. And guess what?
It does, though.
No, I don't care. It hurts a tiny.
Eve, I'm going to tell you no. Not this year.
You know what's so sad about that is that whenever she was filming her and asking her about what she wanted for her birthday, she was probably really excited thinking that she was going to get that. It was like she wanted to rub it in and make her.
And it wasn't even a huge request. I don't know how old Eve is in that particular clip, but she's either 6 or 7. I was taken to the Mission Viejo Mall when I was about 7 or 8 and given earrings for the first time. Had my first piercings, my only well, actually I tried to pierce my own ear a few more times in different spots, but I had double guns because apparently I was at the age where I might chicken out or something. So there was 2 women trying to aim at the same location on each lobe and shoot me at the same time so I wouldn't chicken out. It's kind of a coming of age sort of thing for girls. If you get them too young, like you get baby earrings like that, then your piercing hole will end up very low on your lobe, which is not great because it could mean that heavier earrings could break right through the skin. But when you're like 7, 6, 7, 8, you have enough lobe where you can squarely put it in the middle, and you've got enough skin, flesh, whatever, that you could pretty much wear any sort of earrings. Not a big deal. And it's not that expensive. But there are some evangelical bullshit people who think that any piercings of any kind are somehow ungodly. And you know what? I bet Ruby's ears are pierced. I would be very surprised if she's got clip-ons.
Feel bad that she wasn't going to get what she wanted for her birthday. It was just mean.
We're on our front porch, and I'm giving you a little sneak peek of our new door. It came. That's not the door handle we're going to use, though. That's just a temporary handle. I can't wait to show you the house tour.
My birthday thing from school.
Eve's birthday is coming up, and she has not stopped talking about it since last year.
Did you guys notice how she said that like she was jealous? I've noticed that with her kids in numerous clips of her, where when she's like talking about her kids, she comes off like she's jealous of them. And that was just another one of those instances. It was almost like she was jealous and didn't want it to be all about Eve.
Children in the house. One of them is to feed them one at a time. I know it seems like a lot of extra work, and you know what, it kind of is, because I'm like individually warming up plates of food. However, I can ensure that each child sits and eats.
I want you to really think about that. There's 6 kids, and she claims that she's so overwhelmed, she doesn't have time for things, but she's going to serve each one of these children, 6 of them, one at a time. Why? Because not only does that put pressure on the kids that are waiting for their meal and they're feeling the hunger pangs, but you also have the kid in the kitchen who's trying to scarf down their food as quickly as possible. And if they don't finish all their food, there might be punishments for that too. I've gone through that, being raised by a German farmer family. Oh, you're gonna finish this squash, Jenny. I was called Jenny when I was a little kid. I sat there for 2 hours before my grandfather finally just gave me some oatmeal and said, eat this instead. I'm like, fine, I'll eat the oatmeal. Because you know what? Kids have their taste buds are much more sensitive when they're little. And so things like squash, other food items can be more severe on their tongue than they are for adults. But also, if you've got like a fucking like assembly line for eating dinner, Not only is that like isolation, that's an isolation tactic, so you don't have everybody at the same dinner table enjoying a meal together. But now you've got pressure on them to eat as quickly as possible so that their siblings can eat as well. This chick is one of the craziest ass chicks I've ever seen on social media. Like, I just don't. How do you do that to your kids? And you fucking monetized it, and you got jealous of them when they got more clicks than you, and there was more comments about them on the videos than about you, when it was clear that you were not the most liked character in your fucking videos. Oh my god. What a crazy bitch, you guys.
And then I just rinse off one dish and put it in the dishwasher at a time, and it just seems like...
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of in my entire life. You're telling me that you had your kids come in one at a time to eat. We got to keep watching this one.
less overwhelming, and the other kids can just play down in the basement or outside, and then I'll call them in each one at a time.
This is another way she used food as control.
It generally takes somebody who's eating a meal at least like 20 to 30 minutes to finish. So do the math on that with 6 children. And she's talking about just putting them in the basement to play. She's not talking about, okay, well, they could be working with a tutor right now on their homework. Because she doesn't believe in education either.
This is another way. Making the kids sit there and wonder when it was going to be their turn to eat. And they had to wait and come and eat one at a time. And not to mention, in this video in particular, a lot of their cousins were there. So it wasn't just them. They had like a whole bunch of other kids there.
And how cold were the last few meals that the kids got? Because it's like you cook it all up at once. So the first few kids probably get a hot meal and the rest of them get cold meals.
At the same time, and they had to wait on each kid to eat one at a time. And she filmed it. She filmed each kid coming in and eating their meal. This is weird. This is really, really weird. Now the baby's in there. You let the baby eat after all the rest of them. Okay.
It's Lucy's turn. No, she just has to eat it herself. But she just doesn't want to hold the spoon. She wants to grab it with her teeth.
Why is she acting like she's never had kids before?
What are you eating, Mom? I don't have a... It was hot, hun. It's hot.
How do you have 6 kids and you don't know what a high chair is? How do you not, like, you literally could have gone to Marie Callender's and gotten a high chair. How do you not know this? You've had 6 fucking kids. You got teenagers at this point. And you don't know what a high chair is. This bitch is so goddamn crazy. She deserves some serious prison time for what she did to her kids.
You can't just grab it. It's hot. Because I don't have a playpen, eating seat. What's that called?
What is wrong with this woman? She has all these kids and she doesn't know what a high chair is or know how to feed a baby. Probably don't know how to feed a baby because you were starving all your kids this whole time. Gotta end it with that. I don't think I can watch another clip of this woman today. I think if I have to listen to Ruby Franke, my ears and eyes are gonna start bleeding. I don't know what I just watched. I really don't. Have you guys seen these clips of 8 passengers? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you would like to see more videos like this where I react to some of these clips that I have found, let me know because there are...
Oh, absolutely. Bring it. Bring it. Give us all of the dirt on this bitch. Tell us how bad it was.
A lot more. We will definitely do that. If you are interested, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any more videos from me.